the volume.
Turn up the volume.
You've arrived at the destination for all things Kentucky. This is the Bleed Blue Network Podcast.
What's going on, Big Blue Nation? Welcome back to the Bleed Blue Network podcast. I'm Paul, joined by Kyndall, who is looking a little tired at this point.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. He's
getting a
very,
second wind.
very traumatic day for you.
Yeah.
No sleep, poked by a needle. It's adding no food yet.
Yeah, we've had a rough morning.
Somebody went to Goodfellas and didn't even, give a, he's been bitching about people giving him Irish goodbyes and can't even send a text, hey, you want some pizza? Like, what a dick.
You can't win them all.
We are joined now by a representative of the defensive backs, JQ Hardaway. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Thanks for jumping in. We asked him if he watched the TBT game. He said he's been playing a lot of NCAA 25. So I feel like we should just jump to that first of all, right off the bat. All right, everybody I've talked to, we've been having conflicting reports of who might be the best NCAA 25 player on the team. Alex Safari did say he was, and then I've heard hell no a couple other times. What do you think?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I need the throne, man. I'm giving that to me. I'm a veteran at this. I've been doing this since Madden, so I know what I'm doing. I'm giving it to me.
So I forget who I was asking that said he yelled at you for saying you should have gotten a pick. Was it yesterday?
I done had this a couple times though.
Yeah,
I be telling them I'm not controlling the guy on the field. Man, that's you. You got to control it in your hand. Don't get mad at my guy.
Hey, listen, I can't help it that my skills are not translatable to your thumbs. All right,
right.
Has it been something you've just been playing like a ton of, ever since it came out?
Yeah, man. I'm a big video game guy, so prior to NCAA coming out, I still was on the game all the time. But now that I got a game that I'm featured in, and man, it's a childhood dream. I can't get off of it.
It's super cool, right?
Yeah, it's funny.
Is it weird seeing like other dudes on your team, out there?
Yeah, I try to get as many of them as possible. I be playing the Ultimate Teams, like a game mode called Ultimate Team. It's very similar to fantasy football.
Yeah, I play Ultimate Team a lot in hockey.
Yep.
So I'm a big hockey fan.
I think FIFA got it as well.
Yeah. That game made me so mad. You play a lot of FIFA?
A little bit.
Are you a big soccer fan?
Yeah, I used to play soccer a little bit.
Okay.
I played goalie. My mom made me try all the sports. So.
Oh, that's a good mom.
Right. And I ended up liking it.
Do you still watch soccer at all?
A little bit. If I got a little free time or whatever.
Do you have a favorite team?
Nah.
No?
I don't.
Have you watched the Welcome to Wrexham documentary yet?
No, I haven't.
Bro, you should watch that.
What is it on?
It's on Hulu.
Okay.
So Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney bought a soccer team in Wales. Like, I know, I watched it. I used to have a really big whiskey podcast, so I got plugged in and got to do some stuff over there. But like, I know a lot of guys around that club now, and I went there and seen some cool things. I've been there like 6 or 7 times now, so
lit, man.
It's a really cool thing. But we're here to talk football, and really exciting season coming up for you guys. Excited to talk to you, specifically because defensive back, there's all these little rumblings that, hey, maybe that's like the weak link in Kentucky's defense. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, Kentucky has like the top 3 defensive back unit in the SEC. Talk to me a little bit about, the depth and talent you guys have at that position now.
Yeah, man. Our coaches is voicing us that we have the most experience in the defensive back room they done had since Coach Stu's been here. We got a lot of guys that have already been in this defense for many years. We got transfers like Christian Story, for example, and DJ Waller that came in with experience and already can step in and make an impact immediately. So, man, I'm excited to get going tomorrow with the guys. I'm ready to see what we got.
What's it like having guys that have won? You got 3 guys on the defensive side of the ball now. There's won a national title. How is that kind of helping? Is it, maybe you specifically, like, do you ask about like what that's like going through that process and through a season?
Oh yes, sir. We got a very strong culture. Coach Stutes is built here at UK, but they also have good, characteristics and good habits they brought from the other schools when winning the national championship. So we try to get them good habits they have as well, and they can share it to help us be a better football team.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about how a lot of the other players kind of foster that leadership in not only the entire team, but also some of the younger players who are kind of learning how you practice and going into camp tomorrow, kind of how they foster that environment to help you all exceed for each other.
Especially now that you're not one of the young guys.
Right.
Yeah. And man, they do a good job listening as well and being eager to learn. You know, like Harley Gilmore is a good example of how he's under the guy's wing, like he's under Barry, under Dane, everywhere, like just trying to learn as much as he can, and like a young sponge, man. They got the right mindset. I'm telling you, we're gonna be very successful. I'm very excited to see how we can do.
What's the biggest kind of difference, obviously, in practice going against some of the offensive guys? What's kind of like a big thing that you've seen from that side of the ball that might be different from last season?
I say the playbook, man. The new offensive coordinator has a very different scheme as our last offensive coordinator. It's a lot more tempo. So with the guys, the speedsters, man, we got to get our wind up and really, you know, be able to run the tempo with them. So that's the biggest difference. Just say the tempo and the splits as well. The receiver split, they have different splits, different routes they're running with their formations and everything like that.
It seemed like they got a lot of guys that can catch the ball too.
Yeah, and Brock can run as well. So they offense is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Pretty stacked.
Yeah. No, I think overall, I think it's exciting to see, you know, the hype kind of around you guys. You know, obviously the defensive side of the ball, I think you guys got a chance to be real elite from that perspective. But offensively, I think there's that quietness of, boy, they could really do some crazy things on the field this year. Kind of looking forward, you know, a little bit. You're not the young guy kind of anymore. You're coming in and playing significant minutes. What's kind of one thing from last year to this year that you really wanted to work on and improve in your game?
I would say, man, knowing the playbook, and really being confident in myself. I would say, I feel like being confident comes down to how much work you put in. And I feel like this offseason I put in the amount of work to where when the season hit, I'm be overly confident and I have no anxiety or no nervousness going into any game. I'm just prepared. I didn't put in the work, and I'm excited to see my hard work pay off.
Yeah, right. I understand, yeah.
Do you have like one specific goal for either yourself or for the team going into this season?
Nah, man. We just want to be the best team we can be, taking one day at a time.
What's the thing that you like to do in your off time when you're not playing football and not playing NCAA 25?
I like fishing.
Everybody likes fishing. Like,
I'm from South Georgia. I'm from the South, man. So I've been fishing my whole life.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting though. I mean, I think it's interesting just how many guys like across, no matter where you guys are from, right? Like, do you guys ever go like as a group fishing?
Yeah. I didn't went with the O-line a couple of times. Really, just the linemen. The skill guys don't really too much go. The skill guys, they like want to go shoot at the shooting range. So, But the O-line, you can go out there with them and get some hiking in, get some fishing as well. So I done went with Kobe Keenum and Eli Cox a couple of times. Had some fun with them guys.
So I feel like the standard is you got to outfish Brock though.
Oh yeah, I'm a competitive guy no matter what. So anytime I go out there, I'm trying to catch as most as possible.
But I'd bet on 2 cockroaches running across the wall and say if that one didn't win, I'd probably just smash him. Like, oh, you slow ass cockroach. Why were you? I bet on you too. Why would you do that? What's kind of like from your like a go-to I guess walk-up music theme if you were gonna have one for your? We never went back to Keyshawn on that one. He said come back to me on that, and we never went back to him. We got sidetracked talking about chicken wings. Yeah. Listen, I'm hungry, so I can get sidetracked talking about it, especially chicken wings right now. What would be your walk-up song if you were gonna have like that individual song that you came out to?
Right now, man, if you ask me that question right now, I have to go with the old school. I'm going with Young Jeezy, Put On for My City.
Oh, I like, that is old. That dates me. Yeah. That song's older than you.
Yeah. I like the throwbacks, man. They put me like in a mind space of back, growing up and grinding and just the journey, I say.
Yeah, what's been like kind of the biggest difference coming from Cincinnati to UK? I would say the task Coach White asked us to do at the cornerback position. He asked us to be a very versatile corner here at Kentucky. It's going to help us out in the next level, but it's also more challenging than other schools. And other schools is very more elementary, and you're going to do this and only this. Here he asks you to be very versatile, and so that's the biggest difference.
Between the two different conferences, whenever you came to the SEC, what was that first moment where you were like, oh my God, like this is the SEC. It's a totally different level of play.
Absolutely. I feel like, and that's what she just said, that's the biggest difference from Cincinnati to Kentucky, man. The atmosphere of the games. Every SEC game is going to be a lit game. Even our away games, the Vanderbilt games of the world, they still are electric, and the atmosphere of them is like that. But I would say the Florida game has really opened my eyes. Yeah. Early in the season, Florida game, seeing it at Kroger Field, I was mind blown. My first time seeing something like that.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
It was a really fun game.
I woke up, I didn't want to wake up that early though. So we haven't actually asked this question either. So we're just like randomly like things are coming. What's that preparation difference like from playing a noon game to a 7:30 game?
Right. Well, the sun.
Besides sleeping.
The weather, yeah. I just, man, the night of games, we just got to sit in the hotel all day and watch everybody else play. So it's kind of boring. Like, I be ready to you eager to get out there and get, you know what I'm saying, get going. But I will say it's way more funner playing in the Kroger field at night than it is playing that noon game. So it's kind of like a trade-off whether you want to, you know.
But from a player perspective, would you rather play at noon or would you rather play at like 7?
Give me the 8 p.m. game every time.
Yeah.
Give me the 8 game.
What is your go-to post-game food?
Lately I've been liking Charlie's, man. The Charlie cheesesteaks up here.
Okay.
My first time trying them. I didn't have them at home, so I just tried them up here, and I've been stuck on them almost every day.
Keyshawn said it was chicken wings.
Yeah.
So that was.
I like Wing King too, though. Sometimes, Wing King
Is the second Wing King.
Yeah, I've never had that.
We might have to go check that place out.
Yeah, I've
Like,
never had that before.
Most
it's
definitely.
I'm a big chicken wing snob.
If y'all tell them we sent y'all, they should take care of y'all.
All right.
Y'all can hold me up to it. Tell them JQ sent you.
I will.
Yeah, hold me up to it.
I will definitely do that.
I'll give you a good review. I'm not really
Most definitely.
a wing girl.
But
I'll just eat food at this point. I'm just hungry. So going into the season, what was kind of like one of the things that you're looking forward to from you got a couple different road games. You got when you look at the schedule, is there a game that you've circled that you're like, man, I can't wait for this one?
I don't know if my coach would want me to say that, man, but I'm super excited for week 3. Me being from Georgia,
Yeah.
me having to come to Kroger Field.
And a couple guys have said that, like from where you're from, right? Like I know, like Zion said he's really excited to play at Texas, right? It has nothing to do with disrespect or anything, but like, yeah, that personal aspect
Right, just
of
the
you.
family,
Yeah.
man. It's that's big for the family, man. That's
Yeah.
big milestone.
Yeah, and look, it's a big game just overall. And,
Yeah, for us early in the season.
Look, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm from Florida, so if I was in your shoes, I'd circle Florida every year just because that was like, I'm from there.
Right.
Um,
Personally, I'm excited I'm excited for us, but really feel bad for Murray State. That's my good old home. If my dad's listening, he's like, oh, Jesus.
Murray State.
Yes, they're going to.
Good at basketball, though.
Yeah.
Bless them.
Yeah.
Anyway, just getting all like grins over here from like the gallery over here. When you are, going through a game week, obviously the SEC can be a grind. It seems like you guys have a lot more talent and depth. We've talked to a couple of the other guys who've mentioned this as well, saying, take some wear and tear off the legs. What's the preparation like from you when you walk off the field Saturday after playing a game, going to the next Saturday?
Yeah, I feel like with me coming from a different university prior to here, Coach Stoops does a great job of taking care of our body. So, like, our schedule, whether what I do on my own time, our schedule is putting us in the best position to be prepared for the next week physically. But what I had to learn from the high school level to college level, man, like you said, the wear and tear is real deal. If you want to if you go out through your season like you're in a high school athlete, you're going to feel the effect. So I had to learn, get in the cold tub and go see the trainers and get stretch and just get massages. And that's really the big thing for me, stretching. And also I had to get on that film too, though. We watch film as a corner unit with our position coach every Tuesday, but I try to come in on my own on Monday with some of the guys and we watch it on our own. So when we go there as a coach, we already know what we should be corrected on. As
a unit, how excited are you seeing what these guys are going to do kind of going into this year, and just also the depth that you guys have and ability to not just run 2 or 3 guys at you, but you guys got 5, 6 guys that can play and you not see a big drop off. Yeah, man. We plan on. I like. We plan on dominating. He grinned really big right there. By the way, we plan on dominating the receivers, man. Like you said, it shouldn't be no fall off. Me and Max talked about it yesterday. We got to set the tempo. We got to set the tone. Week 1, day 1 of camp, to where the younger guys see, okay, we're gonna be very, chatty with it and just having fun, having some swagger with it, and camp and competing and having swagger and uplifting our teammates as well. I'm gonna celebrate my teammates' success just like I celebrate mine. That's the thing I'm most excited about. Teammates catching interceptions, being able to run down and celebrate with them and get us on camera, man.
Right.
Speaking of chatty, Zion said he's the best smack talker on the team. Zion pretty good. Me personally, I try not to start it, man. So if a receiver don't say anything to me, I won't say anything to them. But once they start trying to be chatty, we gonna get very vocal. Because I can be able to be chatty and still be in my game mentally. I know some guys can't do that. So if I can get you out your game, that's an advantage for me. Do you? What is the part about playing cornerback that you enjoy the most? The challenge, man. You're always at a disadvantage. You're never supposed to win. One-on-ones, the corner is always at a disadvantage. So it's like you got to persevere. That's part of life as well. It kind of teaches you the game of life, the corner, man. It's going to be, you're at a disadvantage, but you still have a chance to succeed if you
find a way to work.
If you were not playing corner, what position would you want to play?
Receiver or running back. I want the ball in my hands. I be telling the guys that all the time. I was telling my special team coach, like, after my first interception this year, he might put me at kick return. I feel like I'm pretty special.
So we're gonna see some fireworks.
Yes, sir.
So we're either gonna see some fireworks or you're getting your ass lit on the sidelines.
One of the two, man. One of the two.
We heard that from Rayner too, because we were talking about. He said if he scored on a fake, that he's definitely getting it on
No, that's right. I'm doing the same thing. I probably dunk. I see who that was for the Saints. Was that Jimmy Graham?
Jimmy Graham.
I'm trying to dunk like Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham used to actually dunk.
Windmill and everything, man.
Did you ever see him play basketball?
Nah,
bro. Jimmy Graham was a good basketball player.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty athletic. I can kind of tell in his game he's pretty athletic.
He made the right decision going from.
You think so?
Well, I mean, he only played 1 year of college football and he tore it up. Like he was like Antonio Gates.
What school he went to?
Miami.
Okay.
Yeah, so he played basketball, 4 years of basketball for Miami. He was
didn't know that at all.
He was a really good basketball player. Probably could have played at the next level.
Yeah.
But, probably isn't going to be a star or starter or anything, right? Played football, made the switch, absolutely went off, got drafted, won a Super Bowl, right?
That's crazy.
I think he made a good. It's kind of like Antonio Gates, right? Like he switched position. Antonio Gates played basketball, and you've seen that through a couple guys, going from basketball to like a tight end. And
I feel like the basketball stuff, especially at corner, it helps you out. Playing defense and playing cornerback is pretty similar for basketball and cornerback.
We're hearing a lot of basketball smack talk lately. How's your basketball game?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you on the podcast. I'm all right, man. A little bit above average.
Above average. So we've heard conflicting reports.
Yeah.
So Alex said he was really good. Keyshawn said, "Hell no." Or no, sorry, I lied. I lied. Caddis said he was
really
better
good.
than he was one of the best basketball players on the team.
Absolutely false. Oh, why Caddis out here telling y'all them hot ones like that, man?
He's just trying to build himself back up.
He's trying to recover from the damage that the team has done to him over the last 2 weeks of saying stuff about him. So you'd say you're up there?
Oh yeah, just athleticism. Well, I was trying to, now I seen that Caddis and Alex was talking like that. I'm among the top 5. If that's what we're doing, I'm among the top 5.
Keyshawn was saying, I said absolutely not on Caddis too.
No, he was like, no.
But I feel like I would not go into the paint remotely if I saw someone that big going down there. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna stay out here.
You just
Oh,
said,
good.
Right.
He wouldn't even have to jump with you. You'd just stand there and just bounce off him.
Yeah. I see him in the paint, I'm taking a jump shot. I'm not trying to go down there.
Can you imagine him setting a pick?
Yeah, that'd be crazy too. I'm calling one for him every time. Come on. Let's one.
What do you enjoy doing a corner blitz knowing that might big ugly might get you though?
Yeah, but I feel like I can outrun them. I'm not a big fan of the running backs coming out. I'd rather an offensive lineman come out trying to get his hand on me, and I can just dip my shoulder.
Then a running back going low.
I hate when they go low, man.
Yeah, that's got to be like.
Our coach tried to teach us to push away from us with our hands, but I don't be feeling like I be feeling like I have a better chance jumping. So I really not a big fan of the running backs coming out for the blitz at all.
What do you like to hit?
Yeah, most definitely.
What's kind of like? Have you had a hit yet playing here that you really remember? Like, I really got that guy.
I'd say probably my sack against Jalen Miro was my favorite tackle from last year. I'd say I had some more bigger hits for sure, but just the impact on that in the situation in the game, that was my favorite tackle from last year for sure.
There's a lot of fun, like, little memories last year. You guys have been, like, I feel like from the defensive side, you guys have been real close to being uber elite.
Right. And that's what it's count for, man.
Do you get the feeling, just the vibe? Right? A lot of it, too, is camaraderie, right? Like, sometimes you can have guys that maybe aren't as talented but overachieve because your eyes are on the same wavelength. This year, obviously, it feels like the talent all over the place. I mean, there's no... Right. You guys got a bunch of 4 or 5 star guys too. And not that always matters, but like you've got a bunch of those types of guys on the team. Does the camaraderie really play into that, where you can almost really trust the guy behind you that if you can't make the play, he can?
Yes, and I feel like that's a big difference we have in our defense from last year to this year is the camaraderie, and that's just because a lot of the guys are returning in. And then like I said, we brought other guys in that came with the same mindset of wanting to be great elite defense. So yeah, man, yeah, for sure.
And so this will be my kind of last question before Kyndall throws you in the ultimate fire. And it's not a goofy one, but I asked Keyshawn about this, about the confidence of knowing that there's guys like you now behind him. What's that confidence like, knowing that you have a defensive line in front of you to be able to, really, create havoc and get the quarterback out of his cadence? What's that like kind of going into this year, knowing you've got some elite dudes up there that can really make your job even easier?
All right, yeah, man. That was, to be honest with you, that was a big motivation for my offseason training, because I knew how elite this defense was going to be, and I knew my role in the defense, and I knew that I didn't want to be the guy that cost us, be that one guy that cost us, because everybody going to be on their stuff, man. We all, like I said, everybody have the same mindset. Everybody's trying to, like, it's kind of, in my words, I put it's bag year. It's bag year for everybody. It's the year we all trying to cash out and do what we know we can do, and help each other out.
Nice. All right, here comes the question.
Everyone's favorite. Who on the team would you never let date your sister?
Date my sister. Man. I really ain't got nothing against anybody. Can I do a position group?
Oh, that's fine. Sure. That would be a new one.
Yeah. Wide receivers. Wide receivers.
Do you know who the team favorite is?
I say we kind of similar, man. I put my boy Anthony Brown and Barry Ann Brown in the same. Yeah, we kind of gentlemen, ladies, man.
It's Caddis.
Caddis too, yeah. Caddis damn.
Baby-faced assassin.
Jeez.
That was fun when he was sitting over there listening. Anyway, man, we really appreciate you jumping in and talking with us. Best of luck this season. We're gonna be excited to watch you guys and see what you guys do this year.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate the conversation.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thanks everyone for listening. Go Big Blue.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of the Bleed Blue Network podcast. We hope you enjoyed diving deep into the world of Kentucky sports with us. Don't forget to stay connected by following us on Twitter at BleedBNation. Your feedback means the world to us, so take a moment to leave a review. Not only does it help us improve, but it also helps others discover the show. Until next time, keep cheering, keep listening, and keep bleeding blue.